No, not day 13. Day 14, the day after Christmas, for push-ups. Let's see, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try to look at the camera right. I have these snake eyes whenever I look at the camera, not like I'm looking at a person. I apologize. Anyway, I'm kind of out of breath. Yesterday was Christmas, and I wanted to get some things done, but I felt really tired. Anyway, I wound up staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Eve. So Christmas Day, I wake up at 1 o'clock when I finally did go to bed, and I tossed and turned. So then the whole day was kind of shot. But it was Christmas Day, there wasn't much going on, and I got a chance to call friends and family and text friends and family, so it wasn't a waste. But I was just out of it. And then I finally got really sleepy, and I went to bed at about maybe 6:30, 7. Tried to sleep some then, and I slept until about, off and on, I slept until about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then this morning, 1 o'clock, I was up. So I laid in bed and I started reading a book, Total Recall, from Arnold Schwarzenegger, his biography. And that's the only book, hardcover book that I own that I have not read yet. So everything else I've read or am reading, and I am dyslexic, so I'm slow at reading. But I'm in chapter 5. I just kind of push through it and just go. My mind wants to go fast, but my reading is extremely slow. So my mind has a tendency to wander. However, when I can't sleep, it's good for me to read. At least I don't wander off. And if I do start wandering off and losing my train of thought and start to fall asleep, well, then I go to sleep. But I didn't do that. So from 1 o'clock until about 6, I read, and then I decided to finally get up out of bed. I got out of bed. Yesterday was again Christmas, but I didn't eat anything. So I ate maybe at about 8, 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve. And then from there I haven't eaten until now. So on the 24th, I ate maybe at 7, 8 o'clock was my last meal. So now that was the 25th, and then now today is the 26th, the day after Christmas, it's Sunday. And at about 6, I just couldn't concentrate anymore, so I decided I would eat something. So I ate some of Jim Quick's recommendations on brain foods. He talks about memorization. He talks about memorizing 10 foods that are good for the memory. First of all, he says avocados. Picture an avocado on your head. He said, if I picture portions of your body, first of all, let's go there. He says, picture the top of your head, then your nose, then your mouth, then your ears, then your shoulders, then, no. Top of the head, nose, mouth, ears, the Adam's apple, then the shoulders, then the collarbone, then the stomach, and then your bottom, the rear end. These are the positions that you're supposed to remember. And then you can use the foods that he talks about for how you can memorize the food. So he first of all says avocados. Avocado is a great brain food, and that's the top of your head. Then the nose, you can picture blueberries coming out of your nose. Blueberries is a good brain food. And then in your mouth, he says broccoli. Broccoli is an excellent brain food. He says, and then the next thing he said to do, and I can't remember if it's the ears, and that is coconut oil. Coconut oil is also good brain food. And then he says on the shoulders, that's leafy greens. Any leafy greens like spinach and kale and collard greens. And then you have your Adam's apple, that's eggs. And then you have your collarbone, that's salmon. Salmon is good brain food. And then, of course, your stomach is walnuts. And then on your seat is dark chocolate. So that's how he memorized, and that's how I memorized. So I made a breakfast consisting of those things. I had a handful of blueberries, and then I had some avocado. And then I also had some green tea with some coconut oil in it and some cacao powder. And so that was what I started with. And then I took a little bit of bone broth just to help keep my stomach, the lining, good whenever I break a fast. I should have used that first, but I was so hungry. I also ate a handful of walnuts. And then I later had, I make myself meals at the beginning of the week. And so I had made a lot of omelets, and I cut them all up, and so I had them in storage, and so I ate myself some eggs. They had some broccoli in it, but they also had some other things like Brussels sprouts and asparagus and leafy greens, spinach and kale. So that was what was in that particular thing. And I also have turmeric. Turmeric's another thing I'm part of the foods. Oh yeah, there's 10 things, I only said 9. So this is, he said it's, I'm sorry, I have to go with this. I gotta try to expand my brain. But it is avocado, and it is blueberries, and then it is broccoli, and then it is coconut oil, and then I think here is next, and it's eggs, and then it's leafy greens, and then it's salmon. And in between that, it is turmeric. Turmeric is on the fingers. On your finger, I forgot these are the fingers. Then you have walnuts in the stomach, and then you have dark chocolate in the back. And when I did the tea, I put turmeric in that. I put the dark chocolate cacao powder, raw cacao powder. I put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper to help the turmeric. And then I also put coconut oil in there. So ultimately, I finally ate, and when I eat, then I have a tendency to get sleepy and groggy. So I've got so much to do today. I'm dragging. I've got so many distractions, so many things I have to do. I really want to learn how to do Discord. I haven't done that yet, and I also need to go and do an email to myself on a specific secure email site where I can write down on a Word document all of my passwords. I have my passwords in my computer, and my computer went down and I lost it. So I have other computers now, and I have a hard drive that I can put on, but it's hard to go and find it every time. And then I have millions of passwords, and so I have them all on sheets of paper, which is really a bad idea. So anyway, someone suggested that I put it on a Word document, and I put that in a secure email that I don't give to anybody. So that's what I'm going to try to concentrate and do. But I also have to work with Kajabi, because I have a thing with that. I just bought a GoPro number 10, a GoPro 10, and I want to use that for videos. And then I also want to learn to edit my videos on iPhone and on the GoPro app, and also you know, in some kind of Ryobi or something like that. But just to connect, at this point, just to connect, and also to edit out some of the dry spots or some of the mess ups that I make. Although I do think it's important to show the work, to show the mess ups. And so my ego wants to say, no, I want to put my best foot forward. But the whole purpose of this is to show how really crappy and shitty I am. And then how I can in fact get better over time, and how I do practice. But right now, this is only day 14, and so I think it's important that I show my work and show my ass. I show my mistakes, you know, show what I am. So anyway, I did my exercises. If you notice today, it took me a long time to get and move that. I usually always do my exercises on an empty stomach. And so today I've got a full stomach. And so that really kicked my butt when it came to doing the push-ups. And then I also did the opposite of those push-ups. And I didn't think I was going to be able to do the 40 that I was used to doing over the past couple days. But I just kind of forced myself to get through it. So that's what's going on. And I'm going to try to get some things done. But I'm listening to Jim Quick's book, and I'm also reading Arnold Schwarzenegger book, and that was good for nighttime reading and encouraging, because he just did everything in incremental steps. And so Jim Quick talks about when you want to learn something, how you have to focus. You don't want to do multitask. And you want to stay on track and do it in chunks. And so anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. And that's not to detract or get away from Gary Vaynerchuk's book. Gary Vaynerchuk's book is to help me, to myself and to others, to implore gratitude, self-awareness, accountability, optimism, empathy, kindness, tenacity, curiosity, patience, conviction, humility, ambition, and kind candor. And these are all things that I'm trying to practice and practicing at. And yeah, I find that when I practice these traits, these ingredients, he says, he calls them ingredients. When I practice these ingredients toward myself, it is easier then to be aware when I'm interacting with people that I can use these to interact with people. And your mind, my mind, I don't want to be the bitch of my mind anymore. And I don't want to give in to certain things. Arnold didn't. Arnold, when he was hurting, he would just still keep pushing forward. And so now, yesterday, I was up and I did my cold shower, and I did my, like when I woke up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I did my cold shower, and I did my yoga, men's 30-day yoga challenge. And the earlier you do it, the better off that you change your body's circadian rhythm if you're off, because you happen to have your sleep is off, and you're not following the circadian rhythm of the sun being up and you're up, and then the sun being down and you feeling asleep. I work nights, so it's all screwed up, and it's all screwed up. And then some nights I stay up like I did on Christmas Eve and watch stupid fucking videos. they were all good, but they weren't, I don't know. I was kind of disappointed, but at the same time, it was Christmas Eve. So anyway, I kind of lost a day, but I allowed myself to get a break. And so today, what I want to do is to see if I can get the GoPro set up, see if I can get that email set up, see if I can learn something about Kajabi because I'm a member there, and that will help me when I do start to market and do my side hustles. And also I need to go to Unstoppable domain, and because I got some Unstoppable domain names that I can put on the Web 2.0, the new blockchain web. And then I do have, because I bought 12 books, I just had an email from Gary Vaynerchuk's team saying that they are going to be handing out NFT type of tickets, and I have to go and I have to register before December 30th. So today's the only day I'm going to have to do that because I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and of course New Year's is on Saturday. So I'm not going to have much time, so I need to address those things. So I need to concentrate and do that, and that's the last thing I want to do. Yeah, that's human nature. I'm just avoiding it. So cleaning my house will help, but also being focused. But then after I eat like I have a tendency to start to sleep and not focus. Again, this 16 minutes of rambling, but have to show my work and show my ass. I'll try to do a second video. But anyway, that's it. Bob out. Bye.